Chiefs Jaguars, do not adjust anything on your computer there. Yes, it is Andy Reid in very bright red. Alex Smith also getting a fresh start in Kansas City, though at least he kind of kept the same colors. First quarter, no score. Chiefs opening possession. Dustin Colquitt has the punt blocked by J.T. Thomas. Goes through the back of the end zone for a safety. Safeties were rampant throughout the National Football League on Sunday. Watch another look. Thomas gets through, makes the block. It's their first safety since November of 2008 against the Vikings. It's before Brett Favre was even there. Jaguars lead 2-0. Same score next possession, first and goal of the Jaguars 5. Alex Smith looking. Donnie Avery for the 5-yard touchdown. Chiefs lead it 7-2. Same score, 2 Jaguars possessions later. 2nd and 8 on their own 33. Blaine Gabbert looking for Cecil Shorts. Instead, he finds Brandon Flowers. Somebody told me you had a pick-off. Chiefs, a franchise-low 7 interceptions in 2012, picking up the pace a little bit in 2013. Next play, 1st and 10 in the Jaguars 21. Jamal Charles comes in, and here he goes. He runs left for 18 yards. 1st and goal at the 3 for Kansas City. Thinks he's coming out. Going to use him in the red zone. Empty backfield. 1st and goal. Junior Hemingway, the 3-yard touchdown. Chiefs lead 14-2. That good Michigan karma continues on. Watch it again. Hemingway gets up, gets down, and gets both feet in bounds. Smith and Hemingway celebrate. That was some kind of catch by the rookie. Second quarter, Chiefs still leading 14-2 with the ball. 2nd and 2 on the Jaguars' 49-yard line. Here's Smith looking for his all-purpose weapon, Dexter McCluster. He gets it for 21 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5 on the Jaguars' 23. Smith, mobile. Don't forget he can run a little bit. He's not Colin Kaepernick, but he can still tuck it under. Scrambles for 9 yards and a first down. 3 plays later, 2nd and 1 in the Jaguars' 5. Here's Jamal Charles, red zone carry. 2-yard touchdown. Chiefs lead it 21-2. Namaste. Third quarter, same score, 3rd and 1 in the Jaguars' 46. Jamal Charles upended short of the first down by Geno Hayes. Watch it right here. Charles injured on the play. Take another look. Injures his quad, lands awkwardly on his head. Good news for Jamal Charles. After leaving the field, he would return to the game. Same score, 3 Jaguars possessions later. 2nd and 5 on their own 5, or rather, on their own 20. Gabbert sacked by Justin Houston, an 8-yard loss. Houston's 3rd sack of the day. He celebrates. Yeah, when I beat that 2nd overall pick, that seems pretty good. 4th quarter, same score. Jaguars ball, 3rd and 10, their own 12. Gabbert has his pass intercepted by Tamba Hali, who takes it in for the touchdown. Doesn't get any easier than that. Same score, 3 Jaguars possessions later. $1:31 left in the game. Gabbert scrambles for a gain of 4, but he's injured on the play. Take another look. Gabbert hits the ground hard, injures his throwing hand. The end of a miserable day for Gabbert and the Jaguars offense. At one point, they had run 43 plays for 58 yards. Chiefs win it 28-2. Andy Reid gets his first win as a Chief.
By the Bay, first quarter, Terrell Pryor. Do they have something in him, Prime?
Yes, they do.
Hand off to Marcel Reese. The Pro Bowler in from 11 yards out.
They're starting to believe now, Chris.
Did you do a Lambeau leap in that book?
Not in there.
Third quarter, Darren McFadden, boy, if he ever stays healthy, but we seem to say that every year.
Yes.
He ran for almost 130 yards. Jacksonville's lost 14 of 15, 19-9 fun. Gus Bradley looking for win number 1. Good luck up in Seattle. Russell Wilson.
Look at this. You got to be kidding. You got to be kidding.
Doesn't he get called for traveling on that?
Look at this. This is not how you draw it up.
That's pretty cool, though, to Zach Miller for the touchdown. Third quarter, Doug Baldwin. Wow.
Stanford guy.
Look at that. One-hand grab.
Lay out.
That's nice.
Guys have won 10 of 11. They're 3-0 this year. 45-17 is your
Somebody
fun.
help Jacksonville, please.
Jaguars and the Colts. Sandra Luck moving not in the right direction against Blaine Gabbert. Couple of recent first-round selections. Second quarter, 3rd down and 4. Blaine Gabbert would like to have this one end up in the hands of Cecil Shorts, Jamie. It gets tipped, and eventually that is Darius Butler, and there he goes. Man. Colts on top 10-3. That's Butler's 8th career interception.
And that was it.
Pretty much.
I smell a mommy make it stop coming before this all's over.
There goes Donald Brown. There he's touched but not tackled. Wasn't touched through that front 7, Jamie. And there he goes, 50 yards down to the Jaguars 17. 3 plays later, you know they have Trent Richardson now, right?
Yeah, they do.
Pretty good guy in the goal line.
Little battering ram.
1 yard out, across the stripe.
He knows that end zone, that's for sure. He's got that nose for it.
Halftime, Colts on top 20-3. Into the third quarter. First down and 10, second play of this drive. And as we were watching this, I think I said out loud, there's nobody else in the picture.
Right.
Kobe Fleener's the only guy there.
Wow. Oh, man.
Untouched.
Unbelievable.
Into the end zone, Colts leading 27-3. That's the second touchdown of the season for Kobe Fleener. You want some more?
Yes, please.
Okay, we haven't seen Reggie Wayne yet.
Oh.
There he is.
And I need to see him. He's on my fantasy team. I need to see him a lot.
That was the 6th play of that drive, goes for 23. 6 plays later. Luck to Wayne.
Wow.
He's pretty open as well.
Needed that. But it was a great move, by the way, on that particular route. And, boy, he faked out, came back in. Andrew Luck needed this performance.
As expected, easy victory for the Colts. Would they win 27-7 last week? And here they are, 37-3 at Jacksonville.
How about
Colts
that
now
defense?
3-1.
And that defense playing well.
Sneaky good.
Yes.
Jaguars and the Rams, the battle of the angry mascot heads. Tavon Austin leads the Rams in receptions. Justin Blackmon playing his first game of the season. Remember, he was suspended for the first 4. Look how rusty he is. Takes him forever to run past all these Rams players. 67 yards and a touchdown. Jaguars lead 7-zip. It's Gabbert's first touchdown pass this season. Sobering news then, Luke Jokel's 2nd overall pick, making his first career start at left tackle. Jaguars ball leading 7-0, 2nd and 1 in the Rams 48. Jokel gets his right ankle caught between a couple of defenders. He'd be carted off the field and not return. It is a season-ending high ankle fracture for Jokel. Next play, 1st and 10, the Rams 47. Gabbert overthrows Blackmon. Matt Giordano picks it off. This goes from a play that's, all right, this could turn the tide a little bit. This is a nice return. Hey, wait a minute. All the way for the touchdown. Game tied at 7. Second quarter, game tied at 10. Jaguars ball, 2nd and 10, their own 29. Gabbert looking for Clay Harbor. Good news for Harbor is he catches the football. Bad news is for Harbor, can't hold on to it. Darian Stewart rips it out. Another turnover. Takes it down to the 15. Watch it again. Stewart just rips the ball out, picks it up just on the sideline. Gus Bradley can't believe it. Rams take over at the 16. Next play, Bradford finds Lance Kendricks, 16 yards in the touchdown. Rams lead at 17-10. Sam Bradford had a big day after a couple of not-so-good ones. 2 Rams possessions later, Bradford hits Tavon Austin for a 25-yard catch and run, the longest catch of Austin's career. 5 plays later, 31 seconds left in the half. 3rd and goal, the Jaguars 4. It's Bradford for Austin Pettis. 4-yard touchdown, Rams lead 24-10 at halftime. Due to time constraints, we move ahead to the 4th quarter. Blaine Gabbert out with a hamstring injury. That's a lot of tape. That's a lot of tape. Chad Henne in, Jaguars ball. 2nd and goal, the Rams 4. It's Henne finding the 2012 hero, Cecil Shorts, for the 4-yard touchdown. Jaguars trail 27-20. Henne takes them 80 yards in 12 plays. Ensuing Rams possession. Things are close. Rams looking for the clincher. Bradford goes high and long to Austin Pettis, who fights off the defense, makes the grab. Rams win it 34-20. Pettis, 4 catches for 49, and those 2 touchdowns.
Okay, Jags have scored 51 points all year.
Right.
Denver scored 51 last week.
Right?
Welcome to homecoming on Sunday.
Uh-oh.
So the Broncos looking for their 3rd straight 50-plus effort, but he got attacked much early on.
Hitting him early and often. Peyton Manning got hit more in this game than all the other games combined.
5 hurries, 5 knockdowns. Not that. What is this? A boxing match? Is that what
love
we're
that
scoring?
play. They
Then how about
shake
Wes
the bubble
Welker?
screen.
I love
800
me
career
some
reception.
Wes Welker. This kid just make plays because he can run routes.
Only Marvin Harrison, Andre Johnson, Torrey Holt got there faster in their career. That's pretty good. Second quarter, Peyton Manning. This is pretty good. Throwing another touchdown, but this time it's to the Jags. Paul Posluszny.
That kid can play, man.
Yeah,
he can play the game.
Look at him go.
Peyton. Oh, jeez.
Peyton ain't gonna do that now.
59 yards and the score.
Right.
They
That's
went
gonna
for
be
two. They
much.
didn't get it. But the Broncos just up 14. What in the world's going on here?
It's a tough game.
Third quarter, after a Noshawn Moreno touchdown, MJ.
Hurt.
Yeah, it's nice to hear from him again. Welcome
Oh,
back
he was
to
dancing.
Game Day Highlights. He had 71 yards on the day and that score. But here come the Broncos. It's Noshawn Moreno.
Noshawn Moreno has been doing this all season long. Great job, Noshawn.
He was really just getting started there. Fourth quarter. Watch this bad snap by Manny Ramirez. It's recovered by the Jags, Mike Harris. 3 turnovers on the day for Peyton Manning and the Broncos.
It seems as though they look past this game.
Next Jags possession, Chad Henne looking for Justin Blackman, but Kayvon
crowded
Webster
over
says,
there.
I'll take that. First career INT for the Rook out of South Florida.
Blame
And
it on
then,
the Henne.
You know what? Let's just keep it on the ground, Broncos say. That's what we'll do right here. Moreno again, make a hat trick. It's third of the day. 35-19 is your final.
To Jacksonville we go. The Chargers and the Jaguars. Justin Blackman, 14 catches, $190 against the Broncos last week. Although Phillip Rivers would be solid from start to finish. He was 6 for 6 on the opening drive. An underrated signing in the offseason. Danny Wood.
Yes.
Nice job.
A poor man's Darren Sproles, if you would. I mean, he understands the passing game. Does a good job knowing how to get into the end zone.
Getting after the quarterback, Chad Henne would realize early that the Chargers front came to play.
And they have done this. You talk about what they did last week. Coming off of a short week, playing a Monday night game, everybody talks about the West Coast to East Coast travel, but this defensive line got after Henne and this offensive line of Jacksonville, which is not too tough to do.
Yeah.
But they have played well this year.
San Diego offense continued to find success on the ground, through the air. Rivers to a wide-open Keenan Allen, 26 yards.
That's going to be a common theme, Paul. Wide open.
Eddie Royal also found it going fairly easy against that Jaguars secondary. 3 plays later in the same drive, early in the second quarter.
Don't remind me, please.
Plenty of time for Phillip Rivers, and there's Eddie Royal. And
he's
there
what is he again, Paul?
is a Charger touchdown.
Wide open? Yeah, wide open.
I just
of guys wide
benched him.
open.
Matter of fact, I cut him today.
That was
my fantasy football
a poor
team.
decision. Wow. Poor management. 80 yards, 6 minutes, and here's some more. Chargers movement. That's Keenan Allen. Gets up, runs for 36 more yards.
Phillip Rivers, I'm telling you, I was saying it all year long. This guy can play quarterback. Some bad things have happened. He's got a fresh air. And let's give Kenny Wisenhunt a lot of credit as well. Creating an offense is not the big plays that we used to see.
4 plays later, again. Plenty of time for Phillip Rivers. He keeps it himself, though. How often do you see that?
Not often. Not
Rarely.
often. But that's probably the most productive play, just a quarterback draw when you're from the 5-yard line in, especially if you have a quarterback that's not used to you running that play and you don't expect to be mobile.
Came up short there on that play. Now in the fourth quarter, ball in the Jaguars 32. Quick screen to Eddie Royal, cuts back, but puts the ball on the ground eventually. It all looks good here.
Sure does.
And still good there. There it comes out.
Touchback.
Mike McCoy would throw a challenge flag, and Phillip Rivers sees the flag and tries to hide it since all turnovers are automatically reviewed. McCoy loses 1 timeout for illegally throwing a challenge flag. How about that play?
Kick it out of here.
That's priceless right there.
Next play, 1st and goal. Ryan Matthews fighting his way across the stripe. Chargers up 24-6. Ryan Matthews had 110 yards rushing in that 1 touchdown.
And a touchdown. Ryan Matthews asserting himself.
A couple of Jaguars possessions later. Chad Henne looking for Justin Blackman, but that one is picked off. Marcus Gilchrist.
Kind of what we've seen out of this Jaguar team. I mean, just inept. Just cannot get anything done.
Jaguars offense remains futile, and the paper bags have come out. Phillip Rivers
Oh, boy,
excited.
not the paper bags.
Chargers have won 2 games in a row, and the Jaguars remain winless.
For so long, how can you be bad for so long?
Niners and the Jaguars, second game of the season at Wembley Stadium. Sharon! Chad Henne and the Jaguars averaging just over 10 points per game. That's over 5 fewer than the 2008 0-16 Detroit Lions. First quarter, Niners opening drive. It's Frank Gore up the middle. Sharon! 19-yard touchdown. Gore, 71 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the day. How about Colin Kaepernick? Jaguars on defense had no answer for he and the Niners offense. 3rd and 9 from the Jaguars 48. Kaepernick scrambles left, gets a 9-yard first down. Niners have changed their offense a little bit the last couple of weeks, get Kaepernick going more in the running game. 4 plays later, 2nd and 9, it's Kaepernick, runs left, 12-yard touchdown, capping an 8-play, 80-yard drive. 2 drives, 2 straight touchdowns. Doesn't matter if it's San Francisco or across the pond. Second quarter, Niners next possession, 3rd and 9 from the Jaguars 33. Kaepernick again, scrambles left, 17 yards and another first down. 2 plays later, it's 2nd and goal from the Jaguars 2. Kaepernick, is he going to keep it? Play action. Vernon Davis, there he is. Might want to cover that guy. 10-play, 72-yard drive, 14-0 San Francisco. Still second quarter, they're up 21-zip. Off play action again. Vernon Davis, wide open for a gain of 19 yards. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and goal from the Jaguars 9, the 6th play of the drive. Kaepernick decides, this one I'm going to get in the end zone myself. Runs left for 9 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 2 touchdowns through the air for Kaepernick. Fourth quarter, Jaguars ball, 2nd and 10 from their 39. Chad Henne looking for some kind of positive to go through this game. Over the middle to Mercedes Lewis. However, it is stripped by Patrick Willis. Returned by Dan Skuta for a 47-yard touchdown. This is one of those plays that took like 45 years to develop. Somehow he gets down into the end zone. Niners win in a rout, 42-10. Kaepernick, 10 out of 16 throwing the football with those 4 touchdowns.
Jaguars have to win sometime, guys, right? It's going to happen.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
They don't have to.
It hasn't happened yet this season.
There's no rules that say they have to win.
Last win was against Tennessee. First play of the game. Chris Johnson, he's been looking good recently.
But he just...
That's a fumble.
Robitussin. Just get him some. Get him some Robitussin.
That's my fantasy back.
Paul Posluszny recovers. Jaguars next possession. That's a touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars are leading.
Give MJD some credit here. Regardless of how bad his team is struggling, he's still playing tough.
He has withstood making that $6 million a year.
You say bad?
Just that $6 million.
Yeah. We got some Jake Locker in the first half. He struggled. 10-0 Jaguars. Wow. And that is a pick. Dwayne Gratz led to a field goal. The Jaguars' first 2-score lead since Week 16 of 2012.
Well, his name is Gratz. He was feeling gratuitous.
There you go. Very nice, Jamie. 13-0 after a Chad Henne interception. And we have Chris Johnson fumbling his second fumble of the game, and Jake Locker hurt on the play.
Come on, CJ, too. Oh, put pressure on that foot. Wow.
Leave the game with a foot injury and did not come back. He was 9 for 14 with just 24 yards and 1 interception. So Ryan Fitzpatrick, one of your guys, Jim.
Yes.
That's your guy?
Hemingway.
Yeah,
yes.
Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway.
Looking at Taylor Thompson, got him, 9-yard score.
Man, he can do that.
See, what he does, he plays himself.
Okay.
See, he makes plays, and then he makes plays for the other team. So it's like his own little game of one-on-one with himself.
In the fourth quarter, Jacksonville leading 20-13. Fitzpatrick. Short pass to Sean Green. Play would be called for holding on rookie Chance Warmack.
Uh-oh.
And you do that in the end zone, you know what happens.
Safety.
That's 2 points.
Yes.
And so now it's a 9-point game. That's a tackle on Senderick Marks. Next, Titans possession. 5th play of this drive. There's your safety, and it is a 9-point game. First down and goal, Fitzpatrick. Keeps it himself. Is he going to get in? Yes, he does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fitzpatrick does good, and, you know, when he steps in during a game, but just when he has too much time at that starting position, bad things start to happen.
Like that.
Like this.
See, he plays himself. See, that was, okay, I put points on the board, I take them all.
Look at the play by Will Blackman.
Wow.
Strip. Just takes it right away from him and then has the easy run into the end zone. Jaguars leading 29-20.
Well, at least one of the Blackmans is doing something.
It's true. Titans next possession. Right. 3rd and 5. That's a strike to Delaney Walker. 14-yard Titans score. That cut the lead to 29-27. So the Titans looking to recover the onside kick. And that's not going to happen.
Had a chance.
There you go, Jacksonville.
Hey, Gus Bradley, smile. Take that game ball.
Get off the snide.
First career win as an NFL head coach.
Cardinals and the Jaguars. Carson Palmer. Maybe today's the day I throw my career-long touchdown pass. Gus Bradley and the Jags are red hot. Winners of 1 in a row. First quarter, no score. Jags on 4th and 1. Chad Henne looking for Danny Noble. Who? Danny Noble, who goes 62 yards for a touchdown. First career and only catch of the day for the second-year undrafted tight end from Toledo. Partying like they're winning the Motor City Bowl. Cardinals ensuing possession, trailing 7-0. Second and 10 from the Jags 14. It's Palmer looking for Larry Fitzgerald. And touchdown. Fitzgerald had 6 catches for 61 yards and a score on the day. So now the Jags trying to come back. Henne looking for Mercedes Lewis in the end zone. Incomplete. Penalty flag gets thrown late. Why? After the play, Lewis and safety Jeremiah Bell get into it. Bell gets called for taunting. I wonder if Mercedes Lewis gets fantasy points for that. No, probably not. Fresh set of downs. Next play, MJD in the end zone. Maurice Jones-Drew. 23 yards rushing and a score on the day. Jags lead 14-7. Second quarter, Cardinals ball trailing 14-7. Palmer starts hooking up with Michael Floyd. Here he is to the right. Great catch by Floyd for 22 yards. Look at it again. Extending his hands, gets the feet down, keep the drive moving. 2 plays later, 22 yards to Michael Floyd works so well. Let's try 22 yards again to Michael Floyd. Rashard Mendenhall would score a 5-yard touchdown run on the next play. So third quarter Cardinals ball, now they're leading 17-14. 3rd and 10 from the Cardinals 9. Could be a big play from the Jaguars defense. Let's tackle Michael Floyd. You get him. No, you get him. You get him. I got him right here. I'll get, and uh-oh. There goes Michael Floyd. 91 yards, Carson Palmer's longest career touchdown pass. Watch again as 4 Jaguars had a chance and missed tackles. Little push off there, not called. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cards lead 24-14. Carson Palmer threw for 419 on the day. Cardinals ensuing possession, 2nd and 10. They give the ball to Andre Ellington. No gain, but he does suffer a big loss. Jason Babin comes up with a handful of Ellington's braids. I hate when that happens. I think Ellington lost more braids than he had yards rushing on the day. 24-14, 4th quarter, Jaguars trailing, 1st and 20 from their own 32. Chad Henne, intercepted by Gerard Powers. 21st takeaway of the season. The Cardinals, very underrated defense. They win 27-14, keeping those playoff hopes alive in the desert. Jaguars and the Texans. Houston looking to snap an 8-game losing streak. Chad Henne hasn't beaten the Texans before as a starter. He's 0-2. First quarter, Jags opening possession, 3rd and 4. Chad Henne pulls an ace out of the deck, Ace Sanders, and there he goes. 51 yards for Ace Sanders. Down inside the 10. 3 plays later, Gus Bradley says, we're the Jaguars. Let's go for it. 4th and goal. Why not? And it's Maurice Jones-Drew. And he's in the end zone for the touchdown. For MJD, his 5th straight game with a touchdown. Second quarter, Jags ball leading 7-0. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. It's MJD who had been held in check besides that touchdown until this play. Off the left side, 44 yards. Jags would get a 31-yard field goal from Josh Scobie for MJD, his longest run of the season. Jags ensuing possession, 3rd and 3 from their own 49-yard line. Chad Henne sacked by J.J. Watt, his 5th straight game with a sack. He's got 9.5 now. Third quarter, Jags ball leading 10-6, attempting a 49-yard field goal. Josh Scobie, blocked by J.J. Watt, recovered and returned for 25 yards. For the Texans, it's their 2nd block field goal their last 4 games. They get up a lot of pick sixes. We're going to get back and block a field goal. Fourth quarter, Texans ball trailing 13-6, less than 5 minutes to go. It's Case Keenum completely misreading the route for DeAndre Hopkins. Throws it incomplete. Gary Kubiak watching his team struggle mightily from the press box. Texans get the ball back again under 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 4, no timeouts. This one, Keenum to Andre Johnson. He's got it for 21 yards. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. Keenum, all right, let's not panic. Let's not panic. Looking deep for DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins unable to pull it in. So the next play, it becomes 3rd and 10 from the Jags 41. Keenum looking for Keyshawn Martin. It's bobbled in the air and intercepted by Ryan Davis. Watch it again, the great concentration by Davis. The pass goes up, bobbled once, twice, 3 times. That seals the Jags' 2nd win of the season. Jacksonville wins it by the final of 13-6. The Texans have now lost 9 in a row, a franchise worst. Jaguars and the Browns. Jags looking for their 3rd win in a row. Look how red hot those uniforms are. When you win 2 in a row in Jacksonville, it's a big deal. Meanwhile, Brandon Weeden looking for his 1st win in 2013, 0-4 as a starter. First quarter, this would be a continuing theme throughout the day. Brandon Weeden, Josh Gordon, 42-yard gain. 3 plays later, it's a Willis McGahee fumble. A Willis McGahee touchdown run puts the Browns up 7-zip. So the ensuing Jaguars possession, Chad Henne looking for Clay Harbor. Safe Harbor? Harbor Day? That's really Arbor Day. Game tied at 7. We need a nickname for Clay Harbor. Second quarter now, Browns ensuing possession, 3rd and 10 from the Jags 21-yard line. Brandon Weeden, Josh Gordon, 21 yards, touchdown. At this point in the game, Gordon had 9 catches for 166 yards receiving. It was still midway through the second quarter. 3 Browns possessions later, it's Weeden looking for Jordan Cameron, instead picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. First career pick for the 2013 first-round draft choice from Florida International. Next Jags possession, 3rd and 1 from the Browns 8. MJD throws it to Mercedes Lewis for a touchdown. His first touchdown pass, Lewis's first touchdown in 2013. Game is tied at 14. So now the Browns ensuing possession. It's Weeden looking for Greg Little. Instead, Dwayne Gratz picks it off. Weeden's thrown at least 2 touchdowns in the game for the 9th time in his career. Well, at least that'll be his last turnover before halftime, right? That's 2 turnovers in the last 3 minutes. He's not going to have another one, is he? He's stripped by Jason Babin, and it's recovered by the Jaguars. Weeden, 3 turnovers in the final 3 minutes of the first half. Third quarter now. Browns ball trailing 20-14. 2nd and goal from the Jags 4-yard line. It's Weeden looking for Greg Little, something we haven't said in 2 years. And he finds it. 4-yard touchdown. Browns lead 21-20. Weeden bouncing back nicely. And give me the spike over the goalpost. Fourth quarter now, Browns ball leading 21-20. This snap goes over Weeden's head, but that's okay. Fozzie Whitaker's going to pick it up and run. Is going to do something. No! Brandon Weeden kicks it out of the end zone as Whitaker was just about a foot away from picking up the football and not giving up 2 points. Rob Chudzinski says that's not how we practice that this week. Browns ball ensuing possession. Brandon Weeden says enough of this. Brandon Weeden, Josh Gordon, and there he goes. Right here, he's over 200 yards for the game. First player with back-to-back 200-yard receiving games in NFL history. 28-25 Browns. So now the Jags have the ball. Under 2 minutes left, it's 3rd and 9 from the Browns' 20-yard line. You can forget about throwing at Joe Hayden because, look, you're not going to do this. Not with Cecil Shorts. I know he's good, but, you're not going to do this 2 weeks in a row. But no, that's exactly what happens. And it's Cecil Shorts for the 20-yard touchdown. The Jags up 32-28. Joe Hayden bites on the double move. What has happened to Joe Hayden the last 2 weeks? One last chance for the Cleveland Browns. Down by 4. It's a Hail Mary from Brandon Weeden. Watch how much the Browns receivers fight for the football on this one. I mean, they go up. You really have to go and take it away from them. Look at them with a huge effort. Not even there. Jaguars win it 32-28. First back-to-back wins since 2010. Go Jags.
And cannot get up, even though they do have such great players like J.J. Watt. Chad Henne coming out for the Jacksonville Jaguars and marched them down the field on an 80-yard drive to open things up 7-0. And then Mercedes Lewis catching the ball because he's 9 feet tall.
Man, what
over
grabs, and he made some great grabs, Rich. That grab, the grab for that first touchdown, he took it off a guy's head. Mercedes Lewis making those kind of plays, helping your quarterback make plays.
And that's over Darryl Sharpton's head there.
Eating off his head.
4 plays later, Chad Henne finds Cecil Shorts on 3rd and short to put the Jaguars up 14-0.
Statistically, he didn't have a great day, but he was very effective.
Third quarter, it's 17-7 Jacksonville when it's time for Pocket Hercules. Here he comes, Maurice Jones-Drew, 48-yard gain, bouncing off of people making plays, Pocket Hercules.
Boy, it looked like the old Maurice Jones-Drew running right there, the one that was just tearing the league up for a few years.
Down there?
I think he was. And then Ace Sanders
that is
throws
the
it to Jordan Todman for the touchdown. Ace Sanders now has as many touchdown passes on the season as Maurice Jones-Drew and Blaine Gabbert. What in the world's going on in Jacksonville? It's 24-10.
I played with his dad at Florida State.
The Texans then turn to Matt Schaub in the third quarter, and what does he do?
Here come that man.
He just marches them down the field. They went 4 wides, 5 wides. Here comes DeAndre Hopkins is free.
See, that's great backside hustle on that, because you never know what's going to happen. Save the touchdown right there.
46-yard gain, 5 plays later, just delayed the touchdown, because here comes Garrett Graham wide open.
High low, high low.
Schaub's first touchdown pass since week number 4, coming off the bench with 6 of 7, made it a 1-touchdown game after that drive. It's now in the 4th quarter we go. Schaub on 3rd and 20, down 4, finds Andre Johnson, who had 10 catches for over 150 yards in this game, moving it down the field. 10th career game with 10 catches and 150 yards, ties Jerry Rice most all time, but on 4th and 2, Matt Schaub cannot get
and Andre Johnson, he had him right there
to anybody.
Waited too long.
You know what? The 3rd down, he should have ran the football.
For the first down, it was wide open, Dion. You're absolutely right. In that situation, you got to make that run, get that first down, most important.
Next Jaguars possession, 3rd and 11. Henne for Mike Brown. Oh, boy, that's an incomplete pass, which means Houston out of timeouts, gets the ball back. But that was enough time for Matt Schaub to throw this pass.
To do a shot.
And it's Geno Hayes.
Ooh.
Picks him off.
Yeah, and that was the second one now. There was one that almost got to be a pick 6 that luckily hit the ground. Matt's frustrated.
And the Houston Texans have lost 11 games in a row.
Wow. Bills and the Jaguars, E.J. Manuel, 4 picks, no touchdowns last week. Let's see if he can reverse that this week. Maurice Jones-Drew did not play due to a hamstring injury. Jags looking for their first 4-game win streak since 2007. Second quarter, Chad Henne to Ace Sanders. Cecil Shorts also did not play. Sanders, their best receiver, 12-yard touchdown, the first career score for Sanders. 2 Bills possessions later, E.J. Manuel, play action to Robert Woods, who makes a diving catch for a 20-yard gain. 7 plays later, 2nd and goal from the Jags 7. Manuel to rookie Robert Woods into the end zone, 7 yards out. Game is tied at 10. Robert Woods, 5 for 82 and a touchdown. Next Bills possession, 2nd and 6 from the Jags 8. 8th play of the drive. Manuel can't find anyone open, takes it himself. It's an 8-yard touchdown. Bills lead 17-10. Manuel's 2nd rushing touchdown this season. 3rd quarter, Jags ball, still trailing 20-10. 1st and 10 from the Bills 25. There goes Denard Robinson. Oh, but he fumbles at the 1. Aaron Williams forcing the fumble. The play is ruled a touchback. You can't get any closer to the end zone and fumble than Denard Robinson. Look at this. Just flies in and dislodges the football. Williams also had an interception earlier. Robinson not happy with himself as he misses out on his first career touchdown. 2 Bills possessions later, Manuel looking for an open receiver is sacked. He fumbles. Senderick Marks recovers. Manuel sacked 4 times in the game. C.J. Spiller says, hey, don't worry, people are blaming me all season long. They can blame you for a couple minutes. 4th quarter, Jags ball trailing 20-13, 3rd and 12. Henne finds MJD's backup Jordan Todman for a 30-yard gain. He had a huge day. 109 yards rushing, 44 receiving. 2 plays later, 2nd and 9 from the Bills' 13-yard line. Henne to Mercedes Lewis, and Lewis gets in for the score. His third straight game with a receiving touchdown. Game is tied at 20. So now it's the Bills. Ensuing possession. 2nd and goal from the Jags 1. Manuel to Frank Summers, who gets in the end zone. Bills lead 27-20. Manuel, 193 and 2 touchdowns. So now it's Jacksonville, trying desperately to keep this streak alive. Down 27-20. Henne finds Clay Harbor for a 16-yard completion. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and goal from the Bills 5. You're thinking overtime. You're thinking this could really happen. Henne looking for Jordan Todman. It's picked off by Stephon Gilmore on 3rd and goal. Bills win it 27-20. Henne, 237, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That Jaguars 4-game win streak will have to wait at least one more season. But look how happy E.J. Manuel is. Titans and the Jags. The Jags 3-game win streak snapped by the Bills last week. First quarter, Jags trailing 3-zip. 1st and goal, the Titans 4. Chad Henne. Marcedes Lewis, who has really come on the last month, the 4-yard touchdown. Lewis's 4th straight game with a receiving touchdown. Second quarter now, Jaguars leading 7-6. 3rd and 10 from their own 40. 3rd play of the drive, Chad Henne looking for Mike Brown. You know, I know he got fired by the Lakers and they're not happy in Cleveland, but it's one heck of a catch right there. 24 yards down to the Titans, 36, 4 plays later. Chad Henne. Mike Brown again. Who says he's a defensive coaching specialist? 7-yard touchdown. Jaguars lead 13-6 after the extra point is blocked. Moving on to the third quarter now. Titans trailing 16-6. 1st and 10, the Jaguars 34. And what a day for Sean Green. Into the end zone for a 29. Oh, he steps out of bounds at the 5. 3 plays later, 1st and goal, and it's Sean Green into the end zone for a touchdown. Dodgers lead by... Titans now trail 16-13. Sean Green, 37 yards rushing and a touchdown on that drive. Fourth quarter now, same score. Next Titans possession. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Nate Washington, wide open for the 30-yard touchdowns. The Titans take the 20-16 lead. It's Washington's first touchdown since week 4. Same score now, 2 Jags possessions later, going for it on 4th and 1. Maurice Jones-Drew is stuffed for a loss. Jaguars turn it over on downs. Mike Munchak loves it. Ensuing Titans possession, 2 minutes left, no timeouts left for the Jags. Sean Green runs for 2 yards. Titans would have to punt. Jaguars get one last chance. So now the Jaguars with less than a minute left to go. Can Chad Henne pull this off? 2nd and 6. Looking for Marcedes Lewis. George Wilson intercepts it. Chad Henne is stunned. Watch it again. A one-handed grab by Wilson. I think he was the next door neighbor in Dennis the Menace. Titans win it by the final of 20-16, sealing the victory for Tennessee. Jaguars and the Colts. Colts playoff bound. Jaguars, not so much. First quarter, Jaguars opening possession. 2nd and 9, their own 36. Maurice Jones-Drew runs right. Hit by Jarrell Freeman. Fumbles. Ball recovered by Darius Butler at the Jaguars 42. Butler's been Johnny on the spot all season long. Colts ball. MJD had gone 29 straight games without a fumble before this one. Colts ensuing possession. Andrew Luck. T.Y. Hilton. It's an 8-yard gain. 2 plays later, 2nd and goal at the 1. It's Donald Brown doing the University of Connecticut proud, getting into the end zone. Colts take the 7-0 lead. MJD says, yeah, it's kind of on me. Ensuing Jaguars possession, they line up to punt. Griff Whalen returns the punt, takes it 5 yards, and is tackled by Leroy Reynolds. Reynolds made the tackle without his helmet. Watch again. Charges downfield, no helmet on. I'm going to still make this tackle. And he does it. That's really, really dangerous. Colts ensuing possession. Still leading 7-0. 2nd and 5, the Jags 49. Luck deep to Kobe Fleener. Makes the grab in traffic. 25-yard gain. Luck driving the Colts downfield. 5 plays later, 4th and goal at the 2. They go for it. And Trent Richardson trying to make up for a disappointing season with 2 mediocre final games. And there he is in the end zone. Colts extend the lead to 14-0. Richardson is fired up. Second quarter, Jaguars ball still trailing 17-3. 1st and 10, their own 31. Chad Henne looking for Mike Brown deep, but instead it's picked off. Antoine Bethea takes it 46 yards the other way, all the way to the Jaguars 39. The ball just floated down. He was playing center field. Colts would settle for a 26-yard field goal. They would lead 20-3 at the half. Third quarter, Colts opening drive now, same score. First and goal, the Jaguars 7. Griff Whalen has now become a guy that Andy Luck looks to, and Griff Whalen comes through. 7 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. The Colts extend their lead to 27-3. Fourth quarter, Jaguars ball, still trailing 27-3. This means you're going to see a good play by Robert Mathis. I'm just thinking. And there he is, taken down by a loss of 9 yards. Mathis leads the NFL, 19.5 sacks this season. Colts would go on to win it by the final score of 30-10. Luck, 282 and a touchdown in the win.